The Second Wife, Part 2, continues. Tendai had thought he was choosing whether or not to marry another woman. But now he realized that his decision could change the life of the woman who had been beside him for 12 years. It could affect his children. It could divide his family. And it could force Rudo to make a decision she never thought she would have to make. That night, Tendai could not sleep. While the rest of the household was quiet, he lay awake, staring into the darkness. Rudo's words kept returning to his mind. I also have the right to choose. For the first time, Tendai began to ask himself questions he had been avoiding. Was this truly what he wanted? Or had the voices of his family and the expectations of his community become louder than the voice of his own heart? Was he prepared to lose the woman who had stood beside him for 12 years? And if Rudo refused to accept a second wife, what would he choose? His marriage? His culture? His desire? Or his family? The following morning, Tendai received a message that would make his situation even more complicated. The family of the woman he wanted to marry had agreed to meet with him. Tendai stared at the message for several minutes. Then he looked across the room at Rudo. She was sitting with their children, preparing breakfast, completely unaware of what he had just received. Tendai's heart began to beat faster, because suddenly this was no longer just an idea. The possibility of a second wife had become real, and now Tendai had a decision to make. A decision that would not only determine the future of his marriage, but the future of his entire family. And that is where Tendai's real battle began.